Army mateys, today I be in the mood for a grand pirate adventure. I be inspired by the thieves of the high seas, and in order to live that life, I be playing as Cain, my main pirate man. He be wearing an eye patch and a golden anklet. Who be wearing an anklet? I mean, really, what a pansy. I can't do it for long. I can't. My name is Rage. I don't believe in connecting words. Sorry, I don't believe connecting words. Wombats, voles, mammals, aardvarks, 9 hens. Concrete. I hate kicking cuz so much. I really do. I really do. But I do love that kicking is what I was taught to call them, because that's just adorable, isn't it? I mean, it's a kicking K. Obviously, it's just a capital K. I'm dead. I'm already dead. I'm already dead. What on my aching knees was that? Let's try again. You know, that's fine. That's fine. As with all pirate adventures, there needs to be adversary, there needs to be trial and tribulation, there needs to be setbacks, there needs to be loss, there needs to be blood, sweat, and tears. So we've had the blood tears. I don't know if Cain was sweating. We weren't doing it for that long, but that's fine. And you know, we gotta have that. You know, we gotta have loss. We gotta ache with the pain of what we've lost. Now, the tooth over there, it's okay. Look, it's an okay item, but it's not something that's like, yeah! Like, it's not something that we desperately need to get as soon as we see it. So if we have the opportunity to re-roll it, then we will do all day. And that will be completely okay. And by the way, I didn't just choose aching knees out of nowhere. And I know what you're thinking. Come on, yes you did. No, I didn't, because I've been going to the gym recently, which I know. But, you know, I've decided with a bit of convincing from, well, a lot of convincing from a friend that maybe, alright, a life of being a massive nerd does mean that I will probably die when I'm 40. And, you know, as much as, like, right now, do you ever get the thing like, shh, this is future me's problem. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna sit down all day and play a video game. Yeah! Because I'm not, like, ridiculously bad or anything like that. I could still run from a zombie apocalypse, I'm pretty sure. At least faster than people I know. And really, that's all that is necessary. And I just, you know, I kind of just wanted to be... I don't know how to explain it, because it's not like I want to be like one of those muscle-bound, I can punch through a wall, you know, type people. But then again, that's probably a gross overestimation of, you know, the type of stuff that does go down at a gym. In fact, I know for a fact it is. There's nothing wrong with wanting just general fitness, because, you know, I'd say I'm just wholly average, and I was like, I kind of want to try something new. I want, like, a new hobby in my life, something that maybe I go outside for, as shocking as that is. And, you know, my friend's been going to the gym for quite a while now. I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna join you, we'll see what happens. And I actually kind of enjoy it, you know. I don't mind the actual working at the stuff, and I kind of like the social and almost competitive aspect as we help each other get mad gains. I think it's pretty cool. It's honestly, it's a fun thing for me, which I thought I'd never say. If like 5 years ago me heard that 23-year-old me would be like, I'm kind of enjoying the gym, they'd be like, who the hell are you? And why did I become you? What troubles did my life contain? Verp. What the hell is happening right now? I am so confused by the nature of that pill in every single way. That was some sweet dodging right there. I mean, you cannot deny it. That was some absolutely deliciously sexy dodging. Oh god, yes. I am gonna need some alone time after that. That was... Did I say that out loud? I probably did. But either way, since I've been going to the gym recently, my body is, let's just say, not used to a lot of movement. So now that it is moving a fair amount, it's suddenly like, oh my god. So I kind of have a good ache everywhere. You know, a good one. You know, they're kind of like satisfying, yeah. Fuck it. I know it's a waste, but I wanna secure a devil deal. You know, it's good, and I need it in my life. Oh god, we have so many re-rollables in here. Now the real question is, what do I do? I'm going to use 3 Ooh, a cheap bit of options. We'll buy that. We'll buy that. What a groovy baby shop. Oh, that is just groovy. I say that because I've got a really good mind to watch Austin Powers again, of course, the best film ever made. Either way, back to what I'm actually trying to put across. Do I want this more than I want to re-roll potential items? That's actually quite a decision. But yeah, obviously my body's in shock, so I'm kind of good aching all day, and my knees are like, nah, please stop, leave me alone. But aside from that, it's good, and, you know, one of the... I believe... just do this, because obviously I've got 2 space bars, so that's fine. But one of the reasons I bring it up is we had quite a fun little... Ow! Well, I guess we'll take the metal plate. As much as I don't like it, it's, you know, something, I guess. I mean, it's not crazily better or worse than the tooth, so honestly, I'll just accept it. But yeah, we had something really quite interesting happen to us the last time we went to the gym, because we were doing some mad lifting. Bro, it's still really alien to me to even talk about these things, because I honestly expect, I was doing some mad lifting in this game. And we looked away from for about 5 seconds from the weights we were using, and then we turned back around, and they've been stolen, straight up, just nicked. And I have this moment of seriously, like what? I don't understand. And I then noticed this dude walking away from where we just were, holding the weights that we were using. And I'm like, he seriously just jacked our weight. How are we supposed to get mad gains, bro, if we're getting our weight stole? Like, what up with this? Oh, do I want cubic meat or a damage up? See, both are very compelling, but I think cubic meat is overall the better thing to have for the duration of the run. And, you know, we do have options from the start, so we're probably going to get a very, very nice selection of items. In before, this one is just a choice of 2 health ups, and that happens really unfortunately, but I guess there's not really much I can do about that. Come on, magic mushroom! Well, I'll take the blood clot, definitely. That is absolutely fine by me. And the goat head! Okay, yeah, this is a good start. See, I told you, the pirate adventure, I've not forgotten about that. It needed the rocky start so that we could have this then excellent follow-up. Easy. Absolutely easy. So this guy walking away with our weights, and we're like, I mean, should we go say something? Because normally if somebody just takes something I'm using, you'd go say something, but obviously we're in a gym, and, you know, that would mean that we've got some really pumped up, rather terrifyingly strong people lifting weights that we can't really pick off the ground yet next to us. So, you know, we had to assess the situation of how much of a, air quotes, threat this would be, and, you know, mostly because, of course, we're English and we don't want any trouble. That is the stereotype we got to live up to, you know, just got to accept things, grumble, and we went to get some replacement weights. At least my friend did, whereas I was like, you know what? I refuse to give in, alright? I refuse to roll over and accept this. So I kind of went following this guy to where he was going to go start using them, as my friend went off to find a replacement way. And he lies down on the... God damn, what is my dodging skills today? Because they are not great. Holy hell, not great. Wow, that was awful. God, I suck at dodging while telling stories. If I ever get in a situation where somebody threatens to shoot me unless I tell a story well, it's just not going to go well. You know, they're going to be shooting at my feet. I'm definitely going to put my foot in a bullet while trying to tackle the tail. Or if I'm avoiding the bullets, I'm not going to be tackling the tail to a good enough degree. So please, if any of you ever capture me in some weird kind of dungeon, don't ever capture me and put me in your weird dungeon. Please, internet. Just, can I draw the line there? That's something I never want to have happen to me, so nobody put me in your fungeons. Please. I beg you. Rage 2017. Either way, I walked over to where he was using them, and he lied down on the bench, and he was doing bench presses, which is the, you know, hold the bow of your arms while lying down on the back, and push up, and lift it above your head, and you look totally strong and totally sick-ass, yeah, bro. And I was like, And because I didn't really get a good look at this guy until I got here and saw him lying down, it was like, You know, he totally stole our weights, the bastard. So what if I wait for him to lift it, and then just slide the weight back off his bar while he's committed it to lifting it on top of his head? Then he can't do anything about it. Otherwise, the bar will fall on his face, and then, he'll probably be in a lot of pain, actually. So I walked up and went to go do just that, my evil genius plan. And you can probably tell already how this is going to go, or rather not go. And I oh god, I went to it, started holding it, and was very much thinking about doing it when I noticed something. So I'm stood about a foot from him, reaching out for the weights that he is currently using to try and do a whoop, 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 as I run off with them, unbalancing him. And then I notice that the other weights on... Ooh, I guess we're going to have a Ludo run. Why the hell not? Let's frickin' do it. It's been a while since we've had this going for us. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I noticed that the weights that he is lifting are upwards of like 100 pounds, which is to say a lot, like a lot of weight. And then I got a like closer examining of this guy, and I don't know if he noticed me, but effectively it was a complete stranger kind of leaning over him and staring at him while he's trying to just peacefully I say peacefully, the thieving bastard. And I noticed that this dude looks like a fucking Greek statue come to life that someone chiseled and has stepped off and makes the earth shake with each plod. And, you know, he's got rippling muscle from head to toe. I'm there like, huh, I was just about to, oh my god. And then he notices me staring at him, and he's like, can I help you, mate? And I'm like, your weight, I was about to say you stole from us, but then I thought about it in my sentence. Your weight is very good. At that point, I'm like, I do not belong in a gym environment. These are not my people. I want to be safely at home killing mother in the basement, which again, not a good out of context sentence. And I just quickly turn around before I can reply, walk back over to the side of the gym where my friend was waiting for me, having got the replacement weight. I'm like, hey, he's like, where did you go? Oh, you know, let's just don't worry about it. And oh god, it was really, you know, if there's one place that my awkward situation attracting tendencies do not work well, it is in a gym. It is in a gym. I can tell you that for absolute nout. Alright, I won't charge you for that information. I'll tell you it for now. What a good expression. I'll tell you this for nothing. Okay, I mean, I wasn't aware you were ever going to charge me for your words, but that's fine, I suppose. God damn. But yeah, what's got me in the mood for piracy, now that I've sidetracked a little bit too much, what's got me in the mood for piracy is a series I've been watching called Black Sails. Now, it's very adult, like Game of Thrones level. There's a lot of violence, nudity, just generally, you know, a classic full-on pirate's life. Like if Pirates of the Caribbean was rated 18, that kind of show. Game of Thrones, but for pirates, if that makes sense to you. And I've been watching it, and it's been truly fantastic. The characters, the story, the stabbing, it's just been great. The stabbing, it's just been fantastic. Oh god, the stabbing! Oh, it's been amazing, all that blood. No, it's been just a genuinely compelling, well-written, very authentic, relatively, for a show like this, pirate show. And I fucking love pirates, I do. I realize in real life they weren't nearly the level of the romanticized versions, you know. They were pretty poor. They were effectively just thugs with terrible to non-existent sword skills, just kind of being thieves. And even the most famous pirates, like Blackbeard, was a thing, but he was only operational for 2 years, and even then, he wasn't that, you know, relatively good, not relative to how we see him now and all of that jazz. So, you know, they're not that good in real life, but the romanticized version of the pirate, the swashbuckling buccaneer, ooh, the dunce cap might actually be a good decision there, because then we just get a extra little ball of damage, which I think is pretty good for Ludo, right? I think that's definitely... Oh, hang on. I remember. I remember. It does make the Ludo ball slightly harder to control. Not crazily, honestly. It's still pretty much going where I want it to. But it does definitely give it a little bit of a more resisting me edge. That is for certain, because I've got to go down diagonal axes. But that's fine. That's fine. I should have remembered that. It's my own fault. Honestly, I was asking for that. What did I think would happen? Let's just blow all of those up. And, oh, come on. Give me that sweet, sweet cricket's head. I need me some damage. Oh, I need me some damage so badly. Alright, hopefully we can blow all them up together. We can indeed. Looking good. Grab ourselves an extra heart, which is obviously fantastic. And then just go to town. Because obviously the one good thing, well, I said the one good thing, a very good thing about Ludo is that you can just leave it on top of your enemies and then everything is absolutely fine in every single way. And you just don't have to worry at all. Because every little thing is gonna be okay. Yeah. I think Binky is obviously the sensible decision there. The faster our Ludo can tick, the better it all is. And I think taking both of them is probably worth it. Because then we get some flight, a few black hearts, all is well with the world. Do I need the shop? I don't think I do. So let's roll on. All in all, not a terrible run, but not like, oh my god, yes. You know, we need a few more items to really kick that off, but we definitely have the potential, especially with like 4 more guaranteed devil deals, 4 more, well, 3 more boss option split, well, 2 more boss option splits. I'm kind of struggling on that one. That's fine. Alright, well, you do that. I mean, I'm hoping to get a load of batteries from this, which is why I just immediately took that, but apparently I am being completely lied to by the battery. Oh no, there we go. We at least got that one. And maximum hearts. I am still very much hoping that we do get Super Meat Boy, because obviously that's fantastic. We can have Ludo on top of people. We can have Meat Boy on top of people. We can have a Meat Boy Ludo sandwich. And oh, that just sounds... You know what I'm saying? So, that'll probably be good. Tammy's head? I mean, normally I'd be disappointed, but then again, I open them all for free because of my lovely, lovely trinket, so it's not really too bad. Yes, you fell for my trap! Ooh, the Joker. The Joker, the Joker, the Joker. That's pretty good. The reason that is pretty good is if I do get a move on, which, you know, potentially I might do, you never know. If I do get a move on, it means that I can get a free boss rush item. Huh. Well, this is all very nice, isn't it? There are a lot of books that I would like to take here, but I'm going to have to keep Revelation at least for now, because I do need to be able to see what we get from this next boss. Because if this next boss is Super Meat Boy Giveth, then I think I'm comfortable going to either Satanic Bible or more likely the... Well, no, I like a constant supply of health, especially on the Void floor. I mean, it gives us a very good chance of going to Delirium with maximum heartage, which is really what you need. You need maximum protection against the random BS damage that can happen there. And the show, by the way, is called Black Sails. I don't know if I mentioned it. If you care enough to watch it. There we go. Looking good. Splat. I do need to get a move on and actually find the item room, the boss room, because I don't have a crazy amount of time here. I mean, even if I don't use the Joker for the free item, at least I can still use it for an extra devil deal on either the Delirium floor or the Hush floor, something along those lines, and that's good, because I am still hoping for something like Brimstone. Brimstone would obviously make this ridiculous, because Brimstone with Ludo is one of the best synergies in the entire game, in the entire world, nay, in the entire universe. I am confident in saying that Brimstone is one of the best items in Isaac across all the universe. Though, thinking about that, what do you think the statistical likelihood is, given an infinite universe with infinite possibilities and infinite chances to happen? There is somewhere that has invented similar things to our video games, and they have invented their own similar Isaac, and maybe they do have better items and better synergies. What if that is true? That would be quite the little plot twist, wouldn't it? If some aliens are playing a better version of Isaac than we have, we need to invade them. We need to enslave their world for the sake. Oh, what if I get Magic Mushroom? Okay, good. I was thinking, how would I choose between Magic Mushroom and that? And then, fortunately, it completely removed the need to. See, a part of me wants to keep it just for the chance at Super Meat Boy. It really, like, just the big version, because it's so damaging. It really is. Like, even this one's fantastic, but the bigger one, should I, would I, could I? Oh, I'm so torn. I think just the chance of getting the big one, getting not Conquest, is probably the way to go. Though options and Conquest should mean that you do get both. I feel like that would be a nice way to help guarantee Super Meat Boy, because so many people spend so many runs trying to get it. It's actually really sad. Well, I'm sure happy that our item room was as far away as it possibly could be, but that's okay. Everything is fine and everything is calm. Oh, good. There's the shop as well, which is another thing that I wanted. I am regretting the dunce cap. I am regretting the dunce cap. Ooh, we got ourselves some re-rolling action, which is nice. Oh, we got double re-rolling action. All right, well, the shop, I don't know actually which one should come first. Well, I do know that we're going to get 5 more bombs there, so now we should have enough to do both to our heart's content, so actually that is fine. Now I could of course just get the little bit of damage up, but I kind of want some sort of, alright, we'll leave that there, and then we'll go re-roll here, because if we can diplopa something very, very good, we're obviously, yes, that is amazing with Ludo. Oh my god! Well, in that case, I don't actually care about Diplopa, so I'm going to try and hopefully get some sort of map vision-based item, and unfortunately, it's not to be. Oh, it's not to be. But we have suddenly gained fantastic synergy potential here. My little electric balls are tingling in excitement. I realized as I was saying it, but I was committed. And you gotta accept that. You gotta accept that. Alright, down we go. Looks like we're not getting a free boss rush item, just because we would have to find everything on this floor in 15 seconds! Alright, I thought we had longer than that, but no. So now we're just gonna have a ridiculous amount of electricity pouring out of our balls, which is just amazing, and probably one of the worst superpowers you ever have. If you had the ability to fire lightning, but it was out of a really annoying and faux pas body part, let's say you had the power to shoot lightning out of your nostrils. Would you still be a hero? Because I feel like it would be really easy to be embarrassed when you're like, stop, villain! And then you just basically blow hard out of your nose and lightning follows. And yeah, you know, it's cool and everything, but at the same time, you are blowing lightning out your nose, so really, what are you doing with your life? That's something you gotta consider. I feel like everyone does need to give the thought to, what would happen if I blew lightning out my nose? You know, you need to find out, you really do. And there we go, item. Oh, that's actually really good. I mean, it just gives us a load of damage. And really, the tears and shot speed, I don't think matter too much with Ludo. I really, really don't. Boom, boom, boom. Especially as the lightning that's going to pour off this is now incredibly more dangerous. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely annihilating everything. The only annoying bit is how slow the Ludo ball actually moves, but I can really deal with that for the sake of power, especially as I do have Meat Boy to cover that when he's chasing down the faraway people. Alright, admittedly, this is proving very annoying with how slow this is. I'm hoping we get some shot speed at some point. That would be great. Come on. Come on, please die. Oh my god. Alright, look. Maybe I should have taken Ace Mascara there, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like it's a very double-edged sword. Look at just, god damn it, move faster, balls, please. Holy hell, that was just so slow. God damn. Alright, boom. Yeah, it is absolutely annihilating things when it's allowed to touch them. It's just, getting it to them that seems to be the issue right now. It very much is. Alright, we got one more worm. Fortunately, with something like the Hush, it's gonna just be easy because the Hush is really slow / barely moves. However, when it comes to Delirium, ooh, that might make us have some issues. Oh, greed. Yeah, look how fast it's melting something with actual health. That is fine. Absolutely fine. Hell, if we got soy milk would be unbelievably amazing with this. Absolutely incredible, but that would have to be exceptionally lucky. It really would. No point coming back for that battery. Well, you know, there's a point coming back for it if we need the health, but no point using it right now when we are so nearly doing it. Alright, Super Meat Boy does seem to be very much not helping as much as I thought he would. 2 clubs, I guess we might as well, and now that there's an extra battery, we again have reached maximum might as wellness. I am a little bit worried in terms of general time, because I think we might not even get to the Hush in time, which of course would ruin just everything. So I'm going to have to go for it a little bit here. And hello, mother, if that is your real mother. And that's good. It's just so slow. Yeah, I might just leave it there and just let it get that each time it comes out of the door. I think that's probably the best decision here. Come on, whenever you're ready. There we go. Looking good. Just keep coming out of here, because everything else is way too slow. Way too slow. Just whenever you're ready. Just please, can we get that going? That would be lovely. Yep, a little bit more damage there. That is fine. Just any second now. Come on, please. Oh god, our actual damage output is incredible, don't get me wrong, but we're also at a point where it just takes so long to move the thing. There we go. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. Multidimensional, baby. Both of those kind of suck, so we are going to move on with our lives. Maybe with Small Rock, hopefully. Oh, no, maybe. Oh, I got so excited when I saw an item there. All right, we need to get a rapid move on. Oh, my God. I elbowed a cup of tea. But don't panic, anyone. Don't panic, everyone. I elbowed a cup of tea, and my... Oh, crap. This is fine. This is totally fine. This is... Okay, let me just make sure it's not damaging any electrics. Just give me a second here. Oh god, there's tea all over my elbow, which admittedly isn't the worst thing that's ever been on my elbow. I'm not going to tell you that story, though. Alright, I think we're good. I think I'm going to go with that later on. Everything is fine. Everything is absolutely fine. Oh, really? Really? Game? Seriously? At what point did you think, you know, it would be really good if I put literally the longest to take to kill guys in the entirety of the game and just put loads of them in the room? God, wouldn't that be great, hilarious fun? God damn. Alright, well, fortunately they got absolutely annihilated. And then in here we have ourselves nothing of any kind of actual use. Yay! Yay! Oh, yay. See, I'm using my bombs because, again, we have 5 minutes, and I need to be speedy at this point. I absolutely need to get to where I need to get to as soon as humanly possible, which does mean, of course, doing the kill very, very quickly. And there's one thing that I don't do right now is the kill very, very quickly. But I do need to also charge up my thing, so that's going to be a potential problem. I just really hope that I happen to have guessed the correct direction here. This one actually should be fine. We'll do that just in case of Small Rock. Nope, just a Spirit Heart. I mean, I say just a Spirit Heart. That's still very good. And there we go. We've used this. Please tell me that Super Meat Boy is in my future and that all of this was a good decision and not at all a mistake. Please. No! Why are you a dead end? Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. Absolutely no one wants this. Okay, that was admittedly very convenient. Okay. We're low on bombs. Thank you very much. What are you? Passage! Oh my god, passage. Yeah, yes, I got to. I got to. Yep, it skips a boss item and a devil deal. I get it, but I am not going to the hush if I have to finish doing that floor. I'm just not. So, annoyingly, we're going to have to take a blind devil deal and all of that jazz, but I think ultimately that is definitely okay, because otherwise, I know, it's not the best decision in the world, but it's also not the worst. Alright, that should be fine. Though they're a little bit fast compared to my Ludo, so that's definitely irritating. Please. Please just die. Alright, at least those spiders are effectively irrelevant when it comes to being flying. So that's good. Oh, come on, I'm so slow. Alright, I feel like regretting Eve's mascara is actually something that I am doing now. I really do. What do we got here? And I know the boss skip could have been Super Meat Boy. I do realize that, of course I do. But again, I think it's definitely the correct move to make from a tactical perspective here. Well, this should be fine for the most part. I just need to roll on up there and then have a quick little sneaky peek in there. See, that's not horrible, but at the same time, it's just not worth the time. Careful little eyes. There we go. God, I love stationary enemies so much. They bring such joy to my life because they don't try and move away from me. And they're the best ones. God, they are. Oh, please give me the right room. Is that so hard? We've gained some extra bombs, so I'm just going to continue bombing my way along. Don't try and hit me, you little tentacles. As much as I generally do like being hit by tentacles, now is not the time. Alright, we managed to make it. I think we can all agree I just simply wouldn't have done if it wasn't for my skip there. So that at least vindicates me a little bit. Isn't that right, It Lives? I'm just really hoping that the items we get on the hush floor do end up being very much useful to this, because we are so very close from having a really glorious synergy here that really will melt face, but it's just you know, just a little bit too weak. And the good news is, if I can get past the hush, I can get some really good items on the Delirium floor, because I can keep the Joker and Joker out of the Delirium floor, although then again it'll put me back into the room I was in, won't it? So that won't actually be too helpful, but as long as I don't find the Delirium too quickly, I'll get double item choice. I'm gonna go for it, why not? Shade, it follows. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible, and not even slightly worth the health. But, you know, what can you do? Down we go. Here's hoping for the best. And by the best, this is probably going to be... well, we'll find out, I guess. Oh, thank everything. That is so good. Okay, split shot. Yes, please. Oh, God, that is yes. All right, we'll do that. Get ourselves some extra health. Might as well do this, and then we might as well see what this is. Chariot, that's okay, too. And then we're going to open all of these chests. Yes, Cricket's head. That's amazing. It's effectively double damage all up in here. All right, this floor has definitely been kind. Ooh, the shears as well. I might take that just for the hush, because it's not like I'm going to get any more health, so yeah. I think admittedly that is not bad. Nothing else I really need in here, unless I do take the invincibility just to have that for a moment of oh my god. I guess there's no harm in it as long as I remember to go get the devil deal back, although I could just use the devil deal on this floor, right? There's no real negative to that, I would say, because if I Joker out of Delirium, it'll just put me back in Delirium, so it's kind of irrelevant at the grand scheme of things. That's not bad, at least I think it's not bad. I'm not sure how that actually interacts with Ludo, but I guess we will find out. And then let's grab this. So I have 6 hearts, but a fairly good synergy. I mean, we'll find out, won't we? We will find out. I mean, those two should do a lot of work together. Where is my Ludo? There it is. All right, Ludo, if you could go attack the things. Okay, yeah, that's a very sudden increase in power. Okay, all right, yep, that is not bad as far as things go. That works! That definitely works. If you guys could start working on the hush, that would be amazing. Look, and it's generating the eyes out of it, so it was a great decision. Look at that! Oh, if there's one thing pirates be known for, it's shooting electricity out of their eyes. Oh, that is just wonderful. What just happened? Oh my god, yeah, all the flies. It did so much, it broke my Ludo. Oh my god, it broke my Ludo. That is absolute insanity, and I am so happy right now. I really, really am. And I'm just getting consistent shields, which is fantastically useful. I mean, it does suck that whenever flies become a part of this, he completely breaks my Ludo, but as far as all of this goes, I would say, yeah, not bad. See, honestly, it's whether I keep the pinking shears. Oh, got ourselves... Oh, instantly got the replacement. Thank you very, very much, Gimpy. I appreciate it. Also, our head looks really weird. Oh, no, it was the Shade's body. Okay, that looks a lot better. I thought for some reason we randomly had the Shade's body. If you could come up, I am happy I'm getting these random invincibility shields. Obviously is very, very helpful. That should absolutely melt all the zombies instantly. If only we had shielded tears. That's the only real thing that would improve this. I mean, I am still definitely concerned at Delirium, because again, it is Delirium. It's always Delirium. Why Delirium? But as far as everything generally goes, yeah, not bad at all. The real question then, of course, is... what do I take to the Delirium floor? And I think the answer has to be the health, because I would rather go in on full health than with the pinking shears. Obviously, I'd rather do both, but I think given those two choices, which inherently are the two choices presented to me thusly, I believe I have made the superior one. So without further ado... let's go to the void floor and get sucked into oblivion. So as long as we are not unlucky enough to instantly get the Delirium, we should be fine here, because we should get a load of double option boss drops, which hopefully will result in some really, really good damage. So the fact that we've got Parasite on top of Eye of Belial here means that tears are absolutely pouring out of this. Like, absolutely just destroying everything. If the Delirium was a normal boss, I would be so unbelievably confident it's not even funny. But obviously... you know, with 6 hearts, he might just decide to teleport on top of us 6 times, and then, well, jobs are good and we are very, very dead. So, I gotta be very, very aware. Oh, so very aware. At the very least, I do want to charge. Oh, Death should die so quickly along with all of his scythes. Look at that. Come at me, so. There we go. There we go. We're good. Grab ourselves some extra health, and then whoop, 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 run. Oh, it's just annihilating all. See, now I'm glad I got Eve's Mascara, because obviously Eve's Mascara with Cricket's head for a damage boost just results in absolutely huge damage. So, all in all, I think that turned out okay. I am not sure what happened there, but that's fine. That is totally fine. We'll zap you. Annoyingly, I can't really get to the side of the room with this. Look how comically slow this is. I still generally really want soy milk, because I think that would be fantastic. But obviously, I can't make it happen. I can't make it happen, Captain. I just can't. Scottish pirates would be definitely a sight to behold. Oh, so many batteries. Alright, I think we're actually going to get to the kind of health level where it doesn't actually matter if I go to the Delirium first, because look at this. There it is, full health. Full health, 12 hearts, a shield for each one, just a walking electricity fountain as my weaponry. I believe, right, I believe I'm in a particularly good position when it comes to finishing this, which I like because I did get my win streak robbed instantly by that stupid little death at the start, but we're not going to talk about that little bit of death, you know, that's fine. The little death happens to everyone. Everybody dies. That's okay. You know, it's the one universal thing all humans have in common. The complete obliteration of you as a person and the degradation of your body into the earth as you become nothing more than a memory, a ghost, leaving the faintest, barest imprint on the grand scheme of the cosmos, making your entire life meaningless. That is the one thing we all share, isn't it? Just kooky. Also, can I ask, where the hell are some bosses? Like, my word. I am getting very unlucky here. Also, the fact I've not found small rock yet. Then again, I've not had that many tinted rocks. Only like 3, I guess. I've probably missed a fair few. But that's okay. And goodbye to you. Alright, we got ourselves another heart once more. Hey, an actual boss. Isn't that nice? In before it is Delirium. Yep. Yep, course it is. Course it's instantly Delirium. But at least I got a shield to begin with, so I do have that going for me. Can I be allowed to damage Delirium? Is that okay? There we go. There we go. I did, of course, instantly get hit again, but that's fine. Yeah, he's taking a fairly good amount of damage from everything I'm doing here, but I still need to focus on dodging, because I need to damage him more. What is this? The High Priestess? That doesn't really matter or help me in my duress. Come on, can I please? It's just so... Whoa! Why is this suddenly so floaty and fast? What the fuck happened? What the hell happened? I mean, I might as well use the Magician, and then it might do its own thing. There we go. Alright, I have no idea what just occurred, but I've not really done any damage to him in ages. Then again, he's not really done much damage to me in ages, so I suppose that it's okay. As long as I'm seeing electricity fire out, that means I'm killing him, and that means everything is fine. So, god damn! Do you not just hear like a boom sound whenever he goes past like that? Thank you very much. Infamy? Appreciate it. Where are you, Delirium? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. You're actually in Delirium form. That's nice. God, all of that electricity is just ridiculous. Where are my dragons? No, where are my actual goddamn tears? There we go. What the hell was that? Did you see that teleport brimstone? Yeah, that was my bad. I totally should have been aware of that and totally able to dodge it completely and utterly. That's definitely what should have happened there. God, I'm so bad at this game. Like, really just the worst at this game. Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna get stomped. Oh, you're gonna get stomped? You did get stomped, and now you're gonna die. Because I could just take hits instantly after each shield ended now, and I would still kill him. So I think, all in all, we got this. Oh, yes, we do. And that be the end of our pirate run. Cain be the winner. My name has been Rage. I'm going to go wipe up this tea. Like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Oh, good boy. $1 You've been watching